The big term in the news these days is cryptocurrency. What is it? Where does it come from? Who makes it? These are a lot of the questions that are associated with this up and coming currency. Cryptocurrency is quickly becoming the most popular way to exchange goods and services. If current trends continue, cryptocurrency is the currency of the future. Now, as a computer science major here at Palm Beach State College, I've extensively studied cryptocurrency, the markets, and not just Bitcoin, but there's so many other different types of coin out there that it can be confusing. The purpose of this speech is sort of to inform you about the different types of currencies, where the future is headed, and how you can do that. Now, the great thing about cryptocurrency in general is that it's decentralized, which means that it's not regulated by any bank. So if you think of your money right now that you have in your Wells Fargo account, you have in your Bank of America, it's holding on that money for you. It uses that money to borrow against other things, which gives them equity. Now, with cryptocurrency, it's person-to-person review. That means you have control of your money, and the person that you're giving your money to has control of it as well. So instead of saying, well, I think I'm going to pay you $5 for this, here's the tax on it, this and that, it's actually a user-to-user agreement which says, well, I think this piece of cloth or piece of paper is worth 5 Bitcoins. The other user agrees, well, this definitely is worth 5 Bitcoins, and you exchange. That means there's no fees involved. That means there's more of your money kept to yourself, which means more net profit for you. The other great thing about electronic coin is that it's better for the environment. There's a lot of paper money around. The producing of the paper money is a big detriment to the environment. The ink that goes into printing it, the machinery that goes into printing it. Everything doing with cryptocurrency is all online, which means there's no paper trail, there's no money trail, there's no processing, there's nothing like that to create waste, to create all kinds of different pollutants in the environment. As you can see, in the future, the way that things are going with the Earth now, with global warming and all the other things that are going on with the environment, it's going to be important to sort of be conservative where we can. Now, I spoke a little bit earlier about P2P transactions, which mean person-to-person transactions. In a bank, you have let's say you have a Visa card right now. So Visa basically charges you a certain percentage, which is the interest on all of your purchases that you make. Now with P2P, have those fees, which means more money comes to you. You save more money, you net more money, and in the long run, that's good for you. Now, how is all of this kept track of? How do we keep track of the electronic coin? Where is it? What does it mean? Well, the coin is actually kept track of in what's called a blockchain. Now, sounding complicated, yes, but what it is actually just a ledger sheet that keeps track of every single transaction that's happened with all cryptocurrencies, be it Bitcoin, Fcoin, Feathercoin, all the different types of coin. It's important to keep track of these things. Now, these documents are encrypted, which means it's much safer than counterfeit. You can counterfeit money. It's very, very difficult to counterfeit Bitcoin. So that's one of the other advantages to having Bitcoin as well. Now, it may seem complex at first, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, but it's much similar to the way things were before paper money and coin money. It was a trade services, more like trading, trades for trades, services for services, where you didn't have some sort of large bank involved that was moderating the money, that was charging you interest on things. It's a person-to-person review where you cut out the middleman, which is where a lot of the money that you spend over your lifetime is lost. So instead of paying interest to a credit card, instead of paying interest to a loan company, that money goes right to the other user. So you're going to pay less in the long run, and it also eliminates the middleman, which gives you more money as well. Now, it's sometimes a bit daunting to keep track of all the different types of coin out there. There are a few services in general that do allow you to keep track of Bitcoin transactions, Feathercoin transactions, all cryptocurrencies. Coinbase is a very good app. It's for iOS. It's for the Google Store. You can go on there. You can use it to invest. I always suggest to people do a little bit more research before investing in eCoin. Now, imagine never having to go to the bank again. I don't know if anyone's ever had to go to the bank to do a deposit, to cash a check, to stand in line for 30, 40 minutes. You figure if you do that once a week, 34 minutes a week for the rest of your life is a lot of time spent online. All of your transactions can be taken care of online without having to go anywhere saves you a lot of time. And the old adage, time is money, definitely applies here. Instead of standing in line for 30 minutes every week, it's going to be a lot easier to just do all the transactions online. And no user fees are the other big part of this too. So as I mentioned before about banks charging you interest, different services charging you fees for their services, there are no user fees for cryptocurrencies, meaning that you don't have to pay 1% of the transaction goes to a third party. All of your money that you're paying goes directly to the party that you want it to. So in conclusion, the best things about cryptocurrencies are going to be the exchange of goods and services on your terms. You can be confident that you're ready for the digital age. Keep more of your money. I think at first people were very skeptical of coin money, of paper money, and it quickly became the standard. And I think it stands to reason that in this digital age, that the next step in currency is going to be digital currency. John. Thank you.
That was wonderful.
That was Thank you.
That was good. Very good.
I don't even want to give my speech because it's going to be horrible.
I'll go.
Go ahead. That's not going to be horrible, please. All right, whoever's ready, go ahead.
I'll go. Okay, so I want to inform you guys on my dream job. And it all started like, I just want to be, okay, I want to start over. Wait, I'm going to start over. I want to inform you guys on my dream job. My dream job is to become a pharmacist. And to do so, I have to go to school for 8 or more years. Actually, I could probably finish the education in 6 years, but I'm too late for that because I took my time in college. But I first started working when I was 15 years old at Publix. I was a bagger, and then I gradually became a cashier, and then I became a customer service staff, and I recently just transferred over into the pharmacy last year around August. And I personally really enjoy being a pharmacy technician. I've learned so much. I've gained so much experience behind the pharmacy because I've always wanted to be a pharmacist at Publix since I started with the company. So why not just stay with the company? I get so many good benefits. The money is really nice. I mean, people say money doesn't create happiness, but it helps with a lot of stress, and it gets you things that you want, and so you don't have to worry. And in order for me to do this, I need to finish all my prereqs in college, and I'm almost there. I only have 15 more credits to do before I can get my AS. And I want to go to Nova to do my pharmacy school, but I don't need an AS or an AA to go into pharmacy school. I just need to finish my prereqs and I can apply, and then I can get my pharmacy degree and then do all my volunteer hours at a hospital or retail, non-retail. And I learn a lot from my pharmacist when I talk to them hands-on, because they inform me of what I'm going to need to do in order to get to where I want to be. I have to know drug interactions. I have to know the medications, what's in the medication, what this person with this weight can take, what this person with high blood pressure can take. It's just a really interesting topic to me. And I can't wait to actually get into pharmacy school because these prereqs are really killing me. And I just wanted to inform you guys on what I really want to do with my life. And I'm done.